Hey everyone, out here today in King and Queen County. We're looking at a first thinning that just got finished about a month ago. They did a really nice job. They opened everything up. We took a lot of the trees out of here, and that allowed our client, our landowner, to receive a lot of revenue, but it also allowed these trees to open up and increased their growth rate. They're going to see a huge jump in the next few years from this thinning and opening everything up. We took probably a third of the trees out of here, so we're left with 2/3 of the original stand. We're sitting at approximately 180 trees per acre is probably what we're looking at. And as you can see, it looks really nice. It looks really good. Nice and open, clear. They took a lot of the underbrush that was out of here. There wasn't a whole lot of underbrush because when you get these 15 to 18-year-old pine stands, the overstory really doesn't allow a lot of underbrush to grow and a lot of fresh browse to grow. Now that we got a lot of sunlight, and you see a lot of sunlight on the forest floor, we're gonna see a lot of stuff growing now. We're gonna see a lot of blackberry, we're gonna see a lot of greenbrier, we're gonna see a lot of new browse, which is really good for wildlife. It's really good for turkeys, deer, basically anything. It's gonna be a really pretty stand here in about 2 years. We're gonna see a lot of stuff growing. I will show y'all in a little bit. I'm gonna take another video of something that was cut a year ago, and you can really see a lot of that new fresh browse coming up. But this is a really good first thinning. Kind of shows you why we like to do these first thinnings like this. Open them up, and these trees are really gonna respond nicely to this thinning. Hey everyone, so I told you I'd take you to a stand that was thinned right at a year ago. And as you can see, we have got a lot of fresh browse growing. A lot of good looking stuff. We got a lot of poplar, we got a lot of maple, we got a lot of oak. If you look down here closer, we got some blackberry, native grasses growing. Right over here, we've got some nice greenbrier growing. Nice oak trees. A lot of fresh browse, and it really looks good out here. A lot of bedding area, a lot of food for wildlife, and these trees have really responded nicely. You can already see the diameter tacking on, some fresh growth at the top of the trees. They're really growing at a higher rate than they were before. And that's why we do these thinnings, is because it opens everything up and these trees are allowed to grow a lot faster. I misspoke in my last video. I said that we were left with 2/3. I meant we took out 2/3 and we were left with 1/3, sitting at about 180 trees, because we plant them at a little over 500, between 500 and 600 trees per acre. If we take out 2/3, that's going to leave us somewhere 170 to 180 trees per acre after the first thinning. But you can really see the proof is here that these thinnings are really healthy, really good for trees. They provide revenue for the landowner, and they just make the stands look 100% better. All right, so now we are out here on a track that has not been thinned yet. This stand is 15 years old, and it is going to be thinned this coming year. It's on the harvest budget for this coming year, and it definitely needs it. You can see above me, all those treetops are touching. All of our crowns are touching, and that's not really what we want to see. When they get to a certain age, they start to compete with each other. They get too close, and they really suppress their growth. We're going to open this stand up like the two others that I just showed you, and they are really gonna grow and pop. You can see there's really nothing growing on the forest floor. It's just nothing but pine straw. And when we open this up, you're gonna see a lot of growth. These trees, typically what we look for, yes, we look for age and how they're growing, but we also look at how they're touching. If they're all touching and our crowns look like they are less than 1/3 of the tree itself, they're ready to be thinned. And we want to open these up, give them a chance to breathe, and we are really going to see a difference here. That's the road there, but you can see there's a lot of trees out here, and they definitely need to be thinned. So we're going to thin this stand this coming year, and we're going to see some results just like we did from the other two.